Oh, hey. I was just doing some tactical training. You wouldn't understand. Welcome to Demolition Ranch, and welcome to the world of side-charging AR-15s, a world that I am pretty excited about. From their inception, AR-15s have always been charged from the rear, like this. You basically grab with two fingers, pull down, or if you're really tactical, you can do it with one hand like this. Now, it's easy enough to do. It's effective, obviously. It's what the military uses. But one issue that people will say is if you're on target, you have a jam, you can't clear that jam right now because you'll hit yourself in the face. So you have to come off target and then pull it back. So one remedy to this would be to do something kind of like an AK-47, which is to make it a side charger. AKs are charged from this side, AR-15s from the back here. So one of the ways to get a left-sided side charger is to get a Fax and Firearms A-rack upper. And this is a complete A-rack, but you can just get the upper. It'll go on any AR-15 lower, and you can see it has a side charger up here on the left side that operates that bolt. So I have the gas system turned off here, so it's not going to cycle this bolt. So as I fire, this will be like if it's so fouled up from debris and stuff that it's not going to function, or if something's broken on the gun, and it'll show you how that side charger is going to be a lot, basically a lot more useful than if I had a rear charger back here. So I need to charge it. So I hope you can see that that makes it a little bit more easy to put a new round in there if you are having any malfunctions in your gun. A slightly cheaper way to go is to get your regular AR-15, and instead of replacing the entire upper with a Fax and Firearms upper, you can just replace the stripped upper receiver right here using the same barrel and everything else that you have. And this, as you can see, does not have the rear charging handle here, but does have a side charging handle on the left side of the upper. And this is pretty cool. I'm gonna take it apart real quick so you can kind of get an idea of what happens. You can probably barely see this, but there's a little rod right on the inside of this charging handle. That thing catches on the bolt carrier group and pulls it back just like a regular charging handle would. One thing to note is this charging handle is not a reciprocating charging handle, meaning you pull it back to charge it in, but when you're firing, it stays in the forward position. I can show you that by locking the bolt back. So I've locked the bolt back, and this thing will still go forward and it locks up there, and the bolt is still back. Which means you can put your hand here and not worry about it smacking your hand. If you had an AK-47, you put your hand there, you're gonna get hit. One more thing that I forgot to tell you that puts the side chargers at an advantage is if you're using a scope. This one isn't too bad, but it's kind of hard to get to, and you can imagine if the scope was much bigger or if it was any lower, it'd be really hard to get to this rear charging handle. So out of the ones that I've showed you so far, the A-rack upper is definitely the most expensive. The stripped side charger upper is next. That one, by the way, is made by X Products. They're the same ones who make the cannon, but a lot of companies make those same side chargers. And I'll put a link to that X Products one in the description below if you're interested in checking it out. But is there an even cheaper way to get a side charger AR-15? Maybe. So I had never seen one of these before, but it's kind of genius. This thing is made by Trojan Firearms, the same people who make this AR-15, but this thing will fit on any AR-15. It just takes the place of a regular rear charging handle. You don't have to change anything else in the gun. You just take yours out and put this one in. You can charge it from the right side, just like that, or you can grab it up here at the front and work it just like that side charger X Products upper that I was using. It does still come back, it would still hit you in the face, but it's not in the way of the scope, and it actually is a lot easier to use than coming back here. Mag in, charge around just like that, and you're ready to rock. pretty neat. So there you go. There are 3 different ways you can make your AR-15 into a side charger. Just the charging handle from Trojan Firearms, just the stripped upper from X Products, or you can get a complete upper from Faxon Firearms. That's why I like AR-15s, because they've thought of literally everything for them, and I'm sure there'll be more developments in the future. Thanks for watching Demolition Ranch. I'm glad you're here, and I will see you next time. Contact! What about the quad hawk? No, don't move, don't move. Bobby?